Hey, how's it going, everybody? Now, just by looking at this picture right now that you're seeing here, I know my camera's overhead. Would you guess that this video is about dangerous animals? Well, at least to some extent, because there's a skull, obviously. But this is the 10 most dangerous animals in the US. Now, we know the States is huge. I've been to the States a couple times myself, but I've never really been in the wild, or in the, how would you say it? I've never really been in nature there. I was always just in a big city. So I didn't really get to see a lot of animals. Now, granted, I think most of these animals that you want to see here, yeah, you would probably want to avoid them, you know. And if you do see them, probably from a fucking mile away or so. Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's. I found this video in my recommended actually, and I wanted to do a animal video for a long time. Let's go.
Number 10. Grizzly bear.
Oh, it starts right off.
North American brown bears have a fearsome reputation to go with their physical prowess and outstanding natural weaponry. The common name, grizzly, is often used in reference to brown bear species found in the US. These include the Ursus arctos horribilis, or the mainland grizzly, the peninsula grizzly, and Kodiak bears, only found in Alaska's eponymous archipelago. The latter rivals.
Wait. The Kodiak bear. Kodiak, isn't there a Kodiak Island, which is full of bears? Right. I think there's something like that. It's right next to Alaska, just like you said. I think so.
Found in
I wonder if anyone's been there.
Eponymous archipelago. The latter rivals the polar bear as the largest land carnivore on Earth. Kodiak bears have been known to weigh over 1,500 pounds, which is almost as heavy as the average bull. As evident from the prominent muscular hump on their shoulders, grizzlies.
1,500 pounds. Whoa. Hold on. 1,500 pounds. How much does a car weigh? How many pounds? Car. So a compact car on 3,000 pounds. So basically, this one weighs half a car. Half a compact car. That is. Oh, Jesus.
Are built for power. Moreover, they have massive canines, claws that grow up to 6 inches,
wow,
and jaws strong enough to crush bowling balls. As a grizzly stands up on its hind legs, it will often use its superior strength to take down a victim.
It's crazy. We all know what 6 inches look like. Wow. Holy shit.
It will bite at the victim's lower jaw, which is most likely a disarming technique. Confrontations between humans and grizzly bears can occur as a result of hunting as well as camping. They have a phenomenal sense of smell and are often attracted to food that hasn't been stored properly. There have been several reports of campers being dragged out of their tents by attacking grizzlies.
Jesus.
Conditioning the bears to campsite food can accustom them to human presence, thus increasing the likelihood of future attacks. Number 9. Spiders. Black widows and brown recluse spiders share an entry on our list as the most dangerous spiders.
God damn, just look at them. Ooh. Fuck. Oh, hell no. Jesus. Spiders are... The only question I have for them is, why do they look like that?
In the US. Female black...
I know the text is a little bit blocked right now, but... Unless I put my camera in the top left, which just doesn't look good. Nah.
Widows, distinguishable by the red hourglass mark on their abdomens, are the most fearsome by reputation.
Oh my god.
They'll sometimes devour their partners after mating and own highly toxic venom. The illness associated with black widow envenomation is called latrodectism. It's described by pain, vomiting, and muscle rigidity. Contrary to popular belief, the condition is rarely fatal for humans. The brown recluse spider, although only slightly larger than a US penny,
oh my god,
is quite dangerous in its own right. The hemotoxic properties of its venom can cause tissue necrosis. Severe lesions can become infected and may even lead to amputation.
Well, I mean, if you get bit by a spider, it'll get infected 100%. I mean, unless you get bitten by a spider literally in the hospital, yeah, I don't think there's a chance.
Yet, like the black widows, the bite of a brown recluse spider is seldom fatal. Number 8. Cougar. Cougars, also known as pumas or mountain lions, have the widest distribution of any wild animal in the Americas. In the US, populations are found across 16 states, mostly on the West Coast. Male cougars average about 150 pounds, but in rare cases may surpass 200 pounds. Even though that's about the weight of the average American male, the difference in power.
Wait, what? 200 pounds average? I mean, okay, well, makes sense.
Is considerable. Relative to its size, the cougar has the largest paws and hind legs found within the feline family.
Oh.
This enables it to perform outstanding leaps and reach sprinting speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, which is actually faster than a greyhound. It can also swim and is an apt climber. A cougar's muscular body is perfectly designed for grasping and holding large prey, an ability enhanced by the retractable claws on its paws. Attacks on humans are rare, but have seen an increase in recent years, mainly due to expansion into the cougar's natural range. The feline will attack if cornered or if a human triggers its chase instinct, typically by turning their back and running away. An attack usually involves a bite to the neck, in which the animal tries to sink its teeth between the vertebrae and into the spinal cord. Children are at greatest risk of getting ambushed by a cougar,
well, yeah,
and the least likely to survive an attack. Number 7. Grey wolf. As the largest and strongest member of the Canidae family, the grey wolf was a mandatory introduction to our list. Its teeth are specialized for crushing bone, and its slender, powerful.
I would find it interesting to know what the predators are of those, these animals. Like what is considered a predator for the cougar? And I love the word cougar. I mean, there's a whole other meaning to that. But yeah, what are they endangered by now? Cougar. Who do you think would win, a cougar or a lion? Or a cougar versus a tiger? I don't know.
Powerfully built body favors relentless attacks. Although dangerous enough on its own, the wolf is notable for its pack behavior and cooperative hunting. A pack of 15 wolves, for example, is capable of taking down an adult moose. Interestingly enough, the deer species can easily grow to be 15 times heavier than an individual wolf. While not as numerous as in Eurasia, North America has also seen a number of wolf attacks. The most recent fatality occurred in 2010 in Alaska, when a young woman was killed while jogging. There's an argument that most wolf attacks are the result of an individual animal suffering from rabies. Nevertheless, wolf management programs from the United States Wildlife Service describe them as opportunistic hunters that will attack humans if given the chance.
Rabies, guys, what is that?
Throughout the
What
years,
is rabies?
encounters with hunters, shepherds, and ranchers have caused wolves to develop a fear of approaching humans. Yet wildlife experts warn against actions that may encourage wolves to be in the proximity of people, as it may lead to an increase in violent encounters. Number 6. Arizona bark scorpion. The Arizona bark scorpion, also known...
Well, that's at least my sign. So that's gonna be interesting. Arizona bark scorpion. God, it's already... Holy shit, there's... I can't be the only one who gets like reverse goosebumps, if you know what I mean.
Known as Centauroides sculpturatus, is North America's most venomous scorpion.
Oh, I was gonna say...
These creatures prefer riparian areas, meaning that they're found on land adjacent to rivers or streams. The popularity of irrigated lawns and other man-made water systems have led to an increase of scorpion populations in residential areas.
Hell no.
The symptoms associated with the Arizona bark scorpion's sting can last from 24 to 72 hours. They include intense pain, numbness, and convulsions, or temporary dysfunction of the affected area. The pain is so intense that victims reported experiencing sensations similar to electric shocks.
Oh shit.
While fatalities are rare, there are certain groups that are more at risk than others, such as children, the elderly, or people with compromised immune systems. In Arizona, thousands of people are reportedly stung by the scorpion each year.
Oh god. Fuck.
Number 5. Bull shark. With the Atlantic Ocean on its east coast and the Pacific Ocean in the west, the US faces more than a dozen shark attacks every year. While the great white receives the brunt of the notoriety, there's an equally, if not more, dangerous shark. Unlike their mainly oceanic relatives, bull sharks are able to thrive in freshwater systems as well. This makes them particularly dangerous when considering the US's sprawling riverways. Bull sharks have been found up the Mississippi River, hundreds of miles from the ocean.
You know, I never actually realized that there's also water. I mean, I know that there's the west coast, you know, and then there's the east coast, but I never really paid too much attention to, like, where's Mexico still? Like, Mexico connects, like, I don't know, like starting from here and then goes down, and then somewhere around Texas, right? But so there's still water right here, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Never actually realized that. I know obviously there's Florida, right, and then there's Cuba down there, but kind of strange. Never thought about that.
They were also spotted in the Ohio River and in Maryland's Potomac River.
What?
These creatures have pound per pound the most powerful bite of all the shark species.
Shit.
There's a combination of factors that make them particularly dangerous towards humans. It's not only about bite force and size, even though females average roughly 300 pounds or about as much as the typical sumo wrestler. Bull sharks are territorial, temperamental, and have no tolerance for provocation. These creatures might have even been responsible for the infamous Jersey Shore shark attacks of 1916, which served as an inspiration for the novel Jaws. Number 4. Rattlesnake.
Oh shit.
By recent estimates, there are roughly 7,000 to 8,000 snake bites that occur in the United States every year. Fortunately, the development of antivenom has led to significantly less fatalities than in the past. Snake attacks are disproportionate in the country, with the majority of them occurring in warm weather states such as Texas and Florida. Among the various venomous serpents found across the land, there are about 16 rattlesnake species.
Gee.
These creatures are so dreaded that a timber rattlesnake was once put on a flag to motivate infantry forces. During the American Revolution, the Continental
the don't tread on me thing?
Marines had a motto flag of a timber rattlesnake that was coiled and ready to strike. Beneath it were the words, "Don't tread on me." These snakes are distinguishable by the rattle at the end of their tail. It's made of interlocked keratinous segments which vibrate against one another when the snake contracts certain tail muscles.
The hell?
This produces a distinctive rattling sound that acts as a deterrent to predators and as a warning to humans. The western diamondback and the eastern diamondback are the species responsible for most snakebite fatalities.
You know, it's actually interesting. Us humans, obviously when we hear that, the first thing we do is just run away. But as an animal, how would you know that that's even signaling something like that? Because as a dog, I mean, when someone shows their teeth, for example, you know, okay, they're ready to fight, right? Kind of makes sense because they do the same. But let's say a wolf was to find a rattlesnake. How would the wolf know that rattlesnake is signaling, hey buddy, you don't want the smoke, you know? And also the antivenom. Now maybe you're not gonna die, but that means that any hospital that it's under the assumption that every hospital actually carries that antivenom or has it even ready to go, which it's just bizarre. I mean, I can't imagine that if I go to a German hospital that they would have that.
The latter is known as the most venomous snake in North America and owns the longest fangs of any rattlesnake species. Number 3. Deer. Deer may sound less terrifying than other animals on our list, but statistically speaking, they're the deadliest. A number of species weigh several hundred pounds and certainly possess the mass to trample people to death. Males own majestic antlers, some of which are several feet across and definitely capable of inflicting severe injuries. However, fatal antler stabbings or brutal trampling isn't what makes the deer the deadliest creatures in the country. Most will simply choose to run away from humans rather than engage them. That's actually the crux of the matter. As deer move across their range, they end up on roadways or highways and collide with vehicles. In the US, this type of collision causes about 200 human deaths and roughly $1 billion in property damage every year.
$1 billion!
It's so widespread that the idea of being surprised and caught like a deer in the headlights has become a saying. While easier to avoid during the day, deer are particularly difficult to spot at dusk or dawn. Habitat fragmentation is a considerable factor in the rise of deer vehicle collisions. Today's topic was requested by Instagram follower at RyanThompson5499.
Can you do the
If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know in the comments section below. Or
yeah, check out his channel.
Follow us on Instagram and reach out to us there. Number 2. American bison.
Bison.
The American bison is North America's largest land animal and nature's equivalent of a gigantic battering ram.
Crazy.
Its charge, a devastating combination of mass and speed, is powerful enough to derail a train.
What?
Also known as the buffalo, the species.
There's no way this. You can't tell me that's true. There's no way. No way.
Bulls can weigh up to 2,800 pounds in the wild and a staggering 3,800 pounds in captivity.
That's like a car.
That's
dude.
about as heavy as the average car.
Yeah.
They own massive heads.
Fucking shows average car is a supercar. What is it? A McLaren?
Pronounced muscular humps and giant forequarters. Their short, curved horns are used as defensive weapons and to fight for status within the herd. Despite its mass and seemingly lethargic movements, a charging bison can get up to 40 miles per hour.
No.
To put that into perspective, Usain Bolt's speed record topped out at 27.8 miles per hour.
What?
Historically, these creatures used to roam the continent in vast herds. The spread of bovine diseases from domestic cattle and commercial hunting brought the creatures to the brink of extinction. They went from over 60 million in the late 18th century to only a few hundred thousand towards the end of the 19th century.
So what are those?
Recovery efforts spared its extinction, and the American bison is now mainly restricted to reserves and national parks. That's where a number of violent human encounters have occurred in the past decades. From 1980 to 1999, at Yellowstone National Park alone, bison attacked 3 times more people than bears. During this period, there were 3 reported fatalities, in addition to numerous reports of puncture wounds and broken bones. Official They Will Kill You merchandise is now available at theywillkillyou.com.
Jesus.
Some of it is
Right,
though they're part of the deer family, and even though they get in a fit. Number 1. Moose.
The moose.
Even though they're part of the deer family, and even though they get in a fair share of vehicle
But I thought there were many in Canada.
collisions, moose most definitely deserve their own entry on our list. They're creatures of many extremes, as the largest and heaviest of all deer species.
What is that thing?
Exceptional bulls stand more than 6 foot 9 inches at the shoulder, meaning they're taller than NBA superstar LeBron James. Their massive antlers can span close to 6 feet from tip to tip, so you could horizontally fit the average American male between them. The largest bulls weigh close to 2,000 pounds, almost twice as much as a grand piano. Moose are not only monsters in terms of proportion, but also temperament. When it comes to raw data, they attack more people than wolves and bears combined. They're also perfectly capable of killing both predatory species. They injure more humans than any other animal in the Americas, and are second only to hippos in worldwide attacks. They can charge people and inflict devastating injuries with their antlers. One common sign of an imminent charge is that the hairs on its neck and shoulders will stand up.
Oh shit. Okay.
Moose are surprisingly limber, and
Well, let's put it this way: if you can tell that the hair does that, you're already too close. So it doesn't really help.
unlike other large-hooved animals, they can kick in all directions. Not that you should ever do it, but this means there's no safe way to approach them. Thanks for watching.
That's actually horrible. Jesus. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, if there's any other things you would like me to react to, definitely let me know. Now, granted, some of them were just horrible. I mean, no, bear, okay, cougar, spider. Spine was just disgusting. Ugh. God damn it. Well, you can't hear. Well, it seems like there's a lot of dangerous stuff in the States when it comes to that. Have you ever actually seen one of those animals yourself? Or have gotten attacked by them? If you did, well, let me know. And I'm guessing that just because you tell me to, or you tell me it didn't happen, you survived. So I guess it's not. Hope it's not a relative saying, "Yeah, that happened to my uncle. He's dead now." So, all right. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.